What's up guys, it's Ben here. We're back with another career mode episode. This time we're in Canada for the 7th round of the championship. As you know, we just ran the last race at Canada, and we not Canada, at Monaco, sorry, and we managed to win it from the back of the field. It was a very stunning win. I couldn't believe I was able to pull it off after the start we had, but here's the strategy. We're starting with the prime tyres today, because the option tyres are very good for these kind of tracks. Like the super soft tyre is really good. It seems to last longer, or at least it feels better when the tyres really go away, because it has more residual grip. So that's the tyre you want to be on this race. So I'm just getting this prime tyre out of the way for this opening phase of the race, while we just get around all the cars and everything, and then we can bolt on that fast tyre to really have an attack at the leaders. So yeah, lining up on the grid behind the two HRTs, which are now out of the Formula 1 grid, but we won't worry about that now, as we're about to go green. Yes, and we are going green, getting off the line fairly well there, getting past the two HRTs there, and Kovalainen is right beside us there on the left. We're going to go around the outside and not really overtake anyone, because one of the Caterhams was stuck in the middle of the road there. Just getting away now. We're up into position 19. We're putting it back down to standard, as we're still getting stuck behind all these slow cars. It's just like a car park through here. I can't believe how slow everyone's going. This is a Formula 1 race. This isn't peak hour traffic. Come on, guys. Smashing through there. We're going to go around the outside of De Resta and Raikkonen, but they have track position, and we're going to have to settle behind for now. Taking an outside line, the traditional racing line, into this fast chicane here. We ran wide a little bit on entry, which meant that we ran wide onto the grass for the second part there, and De Resta's getting very racy there as he just backed off just as he got... Oh, he's hit me in the bum. Chipped off a bit of his end plate. That's going to be a lengthy stop for him when he changes his wing in a few laps' time. But we're not going to worry about that, because we were just stuck behind Kimi Raikkonen there in the hairpin. But now we're in position 16. We've got up to a decent start, overtaking 8 cars off the start, so that's not too bad.
We think it'll stay dry for the whole race.
I'd like to think so, engineer. As we're really riding onto the back of Raikkonen now, who's stuck behind a Marussia. I believe it's Charles Peak. So he'll be looking to get around him as quickly as possible, as he's sort of got stuck behind the car there, and we've taken advantage there, so it's a good move for us as we go purple on lap 2. We should be able to get around Charles Peak on the end of this straight here if we use a little bit of curves. We go up into fast mixture, but we're getting there. It's going to be awkward coming into the braking zone, but we get the move done. We stay on the track. Yes, we do. Move is done. We're up into P14. Next on our list is Nico Hulkenberg, and he's a fair way up the road, so we'll be able to set a decent lap time this lap and maybe go purple. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But it's an 18 lap race, this one at Canada. You want to stop around lap 7, 8. That's if you got the options on, but we've got the primes on today, so maybe even thinking about lap 6, lap 7, doing an undercut, because these tyres can easily do about 15 laps on the super softs, because there is no tyre scaling on this game. You have to remember that.
Is running on the option tyre. They have the advantage.
No tyre scaling means that the tyre wear will be the same. It'll wear at the same rate as what it does for 100% race. So yeah, that means that 50%, 25% races are all one stops.
Hulkenberg's next. Line him up for a pass.
And meaning that the tyres do hold out fairly well, so we'll be looking to take advantage of that with a one stop and using the fast tyres towards the end of the race. But as you can see, this lap we really rounded up Nico Hulkenberg now. We should be able to get DRS on him at the end of this corner. Can we get DRS on the 3rd lap? I'm not sure. Maybe it's on the 4th lap or after. Not entirely sure on that one, but we'll put it up into fast just in case. Try and take advantage of that. Yes, and we do have DRS. Does Nico have DRS on the cars ahead? I don't think so. He's a bit far back, so he'll be a bit vulnerable to us here. Someone's gone off. That was one of the Caterhams. No, not a Caterham. That was a Lotus and a Ferrari that was spun there. So they must... Someone must have hit the wall of champions, spun, and then tangled up the car behind that was probably following them. So a bit unlucky for whoever was following, but yeah. What can you do, really? Next on our list is Timo Glock. Once again, these Marussias are so good. They're just always up there at the start of the races, but as you saw last race, Timo Glock wasn't able to capitalise on his strong start, but hopefully today he can capitalise on that and get the points once again. Next is Mark Webber, who should be much further up than where he is right now. Maybe he had an incident, or maybe he was caught up in that that crash last lap, as Sebastian Vettel is just one position ahead as well, so maybe the Red Bulls aren't competitive this race. I mean, they don't have the best straight line speed, and that's something you do need at Canada because it's a very low downforce track with lots of long straights and not very high speed corners, so not a Red Bull friendly track as Mark goes round the outside of Sebastian there, and a good move there. That could easily make Ryan's overtakes of the weeks there, but it's a shame they can't make it and they weren't recording. But Schumacher goes fastest on a 16.4, I think that is. That's pretty quick. I've only done a 17.2. Can't really see, my screen's really tiny, but 16 or whatever he did was pretty fast for an AI car. Apparently Pastor Maldonado's a few cars ahead of us, I think.
The car behind has minor front wing damage.
That's interesting. So Seb's going to have a longer pit stop too, so that's going to put him out of contention and put him into the clutches of the midfield once he makes his pit stop. My engineer's telling me about the pit stop phase, so we'll have to think about doing that in the next few laps, just depending on traffic and whatnot. At the moment, if we pit, we'll probably just...
The gap to the car in front is less than a second. Let's try and get past in the DRS
If we
zone.
pit right now, we'll come out right in between that midfield battle, which would be a bit...
Options confirmed for your next box.
Which would be a bit awkward, and we lose a bit of time there, but we'll have to wait and see. Yes, we are coming in.
Pit crew will ready option
So this is going to be interesting, unless the rest of the midfield pits too. We're going to be coming out in heavy traffic, so... if we can get through the midfield here, then this strategy might pay off. It's a bit of a gamble, to be honest.
Go now.
But I don't know what I was thinking at the time. Hopefully this works.
Watch out for traffic as you
We've
rejoin
got traffic
the
on
track.
the right there. I think we should be able to come out in front. Try not to cross that blend line.
You have no more scheduled pit stops, so look after your tyres.
We come out in P15 with a bit of spare space in front of us, so it's not too bad. But if these midfield runners stay out any longer, then we will be having to fight with them as we're going purple through the middle sector, coming into the third. We don't have DRS this time, but next time through we should be fine for that. Is anyone going to come in? Let's see.
There's a group of
Yes,
cars
1,
just
2,
ahead of you.
3 cars I think, and someone else has stayed out. I think that's Raikkonen right in front of us. No, it's
Car
Charles
behind
Peak, my
has got a
bad.
new set of prime
As we go
tyres
purple
fitted,
with a
going for
15.5,
longer
and I've
periods
made
between
contact with him,
stops.
cut the corner a little bit, but I'm going to make it up to him by giving him the place back,
You're keeping up with race pace. Keep pushing.
just to avoid any kind of penalty there. So we'll have to get around this guy. Will we go down the inside? Yes, we will. Move is done there for position
You're
8.
coming up to one of the Force Indias.
And the engineer just loves the sound of his own voice. He thinks he's commentating on this video. I just can't even get a word in here. See, look, he's interrupting again. Look at him go. Damn engineer. Should really turn his voice off. That's, Nico Hulkenberg. I remember battling with him at the start of the race. I can't...
We're just ahead of Pig.
Are you serious? Do you have anything else to say, engineer? Okay. Yeah, I remember battling with Nico at the start of the race. He may not have stopped yet, I'm not too sure. From memory, I don't think the Force Indias are overly quick, but at this kind of track it would suit them. Yes, he is in, so that's freed us up into position 6. There's McLaren coming out of the pits on the exit. Are they going to beat us? Yes, they are. It's Lewis Hamilton, our championship rival. I think there's only a few points in it for the lead of the championship, so it'll be crucial for me to get ahead of him here. And I'll have to make quick use of him very quickly because his tyres aren't up to temperature yet. It'll take him about a lap and a half. For them to come up. After that, we'll be very much on the pace. Lost the back end just a little bit as we went over that curb. It's quite easy to do that, so just have to watch out for that sometimes. As Lewis goes defensive, bringing up flashbacks of Monaco last week. Get around the outside. We got really good traction out of that corner, possibly because we have warmer tyres. So, and we've got DRS. So
we're 9 places above where we predicted. Let's carry this through to the end.
we've got DRS on him, so we'll be able to stretch out our lead over him. And we touched the wall there, and Lewis is back onto us again. Is he going to go down the inside? He hasn't got as much straight line speed as us at the moment, so we hold position for now. It'll be crucial for me to get out of that DRS zone before the end of this lap. And as we skip forward, I don't know how many laps because I don't know what lap we were on before, but we're ranging up onto the back of Jensen Button here, and we are 1.1 seconds behind. We may even sneak under the DRS zone here. I'm not entirely sure. We're gonna have to wait and see on that one. Yes, we're 7/10 away now, so we should get DRS. We've saved up a whole load of curves, so maybe we'll be able to pull alongside him on the run to the final corner. DRS open. Top speed of 199 miles per hour. Do a little Alonso flick there, but way too far back for that to do anything, as we've got a better run through the final chicane, and we should have him around the outside into turn 1 as we go purple with a 14.8. A very solid lap time there. And next is Michael Schumacher for a spot on the podium. And just looking on the mini-map there, it looks like the top 3 are pretty bunched up there, having a little battle, so
the car ahead is running on the prime tyre. We have an advantage.
yes,
here.
they're on the prime tyre, so that together with them battling, we should be able to catch them. But with 3 laps left, it might be difficult. As we skip forward to lap 16 now, we're down on -1 lap of fuel. So we're going to have to save fuel through this first section here. First sector, sorry. As there's not many really straights through here, so you can get away with running the lean mixture. But we should be in DRS zone at least, so maybe I'll save fuel on this straight, but that's a bit risky with lean. We'll have to wait and see on that one, because I'm not too sure who's in front of him. It might be Fernando Alonso in P2. We've saved 90% of our curves for the straight just to stay with them. It's going to be interesting to see how this fuel strategy plays out. I'm just hoping I just tinkle into standard revs, into optimal, so I can run the standard revs just to be able to challenge these guys, but it's not looking good at the moment. My teammate there has just gone a lap down. Maybe he had a crash somewhere. Braking now for the final corner. Hit the curves nicely. Staying in lean. Just praying for the fuel to go to optimal.
This is the last lap. If we take this guy, we gain some points.
And just as the engineer was talking there, it did go into optimal, so we should be able to run standard revs for the rest of this lap. I should do it after this turn here. We might be able to get past 1 or 2 of these guys, hopefully. I think the winner's out of sight. That's Nico Rosberg. A few corners up as we've gone down the inside of Michael. we've forced... Oh, what am I doing? Instant replay. Did I want to look at that? I did force him out a little bit wide, down the inside. I was past the B pillar there, so I think it was alright. Was it? Am I going to rewind? I can't remember. This is like a month ago I did this. Yes, we are going to rewind. Just have another look at it. I'm not too sure. What am I doing? Yes, we're rewinding. We're going to reattempt that move. Because I'm a noob. Down the inside. And we're not far. Oh no, we've done even worse. We've hit him off. Definitely going to have to rewind that. What are you doing, Ben? Here we go. Take 2. Michael Schumacher into the chicane. Can we get it done cleanly this time? We're still at that awkward sort of position, and there was a bit of contact that time, but we didn't actually hit him off that time.
One of the Ferraris ahead of you.
Next is Alonso. Let's get our shit together. Get position 2. Let's do this. I think Fernando's way too far ahead now. Not even going to get DRS on him, so there's no point now, so we're going to have to worry about Schumacher behind us, who will have DRS on us. Be an interesting run to the line. See if he saved any curves. So we're still pulling on. Yeah, he's starting to reel us in a little bit now. Coming through the final corner now, and we should have position 3 wrapped up. It was a solid comeback. Not many incidents, but today we just weren't fast enough. But overall, that wasn't too bad of a race. We still beat Hamilton, so we do extend our championship lead. Nico Rosberg takes out the win from Fernando Alonso. Myself in 3rd position. Michael Schumacher in 4th. Jenson Button and Lewis Hamilton 5th and 6th. Sergio Perez doing well there. And here's the not so lucky guys, Felipe Massa DNF and Grosjean DNF after their incident at the All the Champions. So that's the standings there. We've edged out another 4 points or 5 points over second. Fernando Alonso jumped into second, and McLaren Mercedes still only just hold the constructors lead in the championship. So this championship's definitely not over. There's still many cars in this and many drivers for the title, so shaping up to be an exciting season. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Career Mode, but until the next time guys, I will see you later.